Apple are leading the way with the Vision Pro at the moment, and that is an early but amazing kind of tool, giving us like an insight to what things might become and unlocking whole new kind of digital worlds and way of working in the physical space. But also, if you look at the next trends of the next generations coming up, they place a lot of value on digitally native things. Yeah, so I think a lot of us are in the same position here, where we are knowing that this big change is coming, that this future in this decade probably is going to move faster than ever before, as every decade it tends to. But yeah, it's trying to kind of cut through the noise and really work out what AI tools and what does the future look like, and how is it helpful for your business right now today, I think. So, I mean, broadly speaking, the opportunities, inefficiency is the obvious one, really. I think the concept of AI as a co-pilot is great. So it's a good framework to work from. If you imagine yourself having an assistant in your work, that is generally a helpful thing to bounce ideas off and to summarize notes and to help you design presentations or assist coding or whatever it is that's helpful for you. Microsoft Copilot and ChatGPT being obvious examples of that. I think that's a really helpful concept, and efficiency within the workplace, giving everybody a digital assistant is a useful way to think about it. Other things very quickly, and obviously it's very much depends on what your business does, but the sort of speed of development and product testing is great with AI for mock-ups. Being able to visualize how something could look for clients and things like that is another practical, efficient way that you can use a lot of these tools, and the ones that work well and are kind of ready to do that. Things like trend prediction and pattern analysis. If you're more data driven, that's an amazing tool. Obviously, you want to keep that data within your own business and use things that are kind of local to you and maybe not public to everybody else. But being able to pattern analyze, maybe spot potential mistakes or flag errors that could happen, or spot trends in your market. Super helpful thing that AI can help you do at speed and quickly. Customer experience is another really quick one. Being able to personalize that. We've had kind of AI chatbots or chatbots that use decision trees and things that are a bit simple for customer experiences. Now we're getting really advanced, almost human-like chatbots. So that kind of experience, customer experience, can be really helpful, can help with great recommendations and take some of the load off of you of directing people in the right places, and that's becoming genuinely helpful and useful as well. So I think they're probably the key things, really, like efficiency and being able to test things fast that you can use within your business. Again, the thing that is hovering in a lot of people's minds and in your workforce is jobs, and am I going to be replaced and all that stuff, and that's quite nuanced, and there will be changes. If you think very simply, there used to be people obviously making spreadsheets that were handwritten and very neatly created, and as computers came along and that all got digitized, that specific job wasn't massively relevant anymore. But the fact that you can then scale your business even quicker than ever before opened up new opportunities and new jobs at a higher level. So it is a positive thing overall. But other challenges we mentioned about the data you're using. So things like ChatGPT are large language models that are generally trained on what you are putting in. So being able to lock off your data with what they would call local models, so things that are local, are specific to your company. I think that's important to just be aware of. And things like data bias as well is a big topic. So depending on what you're training it on, if you train it on some bias, then your output might be biased as well. So things like that are important to kind of just be aware of, that not everything it spits out might be gold. It's there to kind of to help you. And not losing the human component completely, I think is also very important, especially if that is core to your business. People still can spot what isn't human. I always use this strange example, but I think it's kind of a helpful way to think about things. If you were to, like an electric sort of keyboard or piano, has often a demo feature where you can press the demo button and it plays a tune automatically, and that's not AI really, that's just a pre-programmed or recorded tune. But that's not really massively impressive to anyone if you were to play that for them. They're like, yeah, the computer's doing it. But if a human came into the room and played that exact same piece, played it in front of you, you'd be like, that's amazing, that's incredible that you can do that. So I think this human component is always really, relevant still. So that's something that sometimes gets missed. So I think that's helpful for people to hear as well if they're thinking about how this is going to disrupt things. I think humans still need a human connection component as well. So yeah, some quick things to think about there. Yeah, this is a big question, obviously. And generally, I think when emerging technologies are born, they don't quite work as well as you want them to for a while. And then suddenly it kind of flips. You have the iPhone moment, if you like, and then it begins to take kind of big market share and change things noticeably for most people. And I think we've started to hit that with consumer products. ChatGPT was obviously felt like the iPhone moment for kind of AI tools broadly going public. There's lots of emerging trends that are all kind of coming together for this future. One of the big ones is spatial computing, and obviously Apple are leading the way with the Vision Pro at the moment, and that is an early but amazing kind of tool, giving us like an insight to what things might become and unlocking whole new kind of digital worlds and way of working in the physical space. But also, if you look at the next trends of the next generations coming up, they place a lot of value on digitally native things as well. So that's something that I think is really interesting when you look at the kind of digital economy and things in video games, which is the dominant entertainment culture now of selling things like skins and digital fashion items. This whole sort of separate digital economy is pretty fascinating and related to all this stuff as well. So yes, I think those changes are going to be really important. They're really important to know about now, just to prepare yourself for what is coming, in my opinion.